He is known for being one of the founders and precursors of Gestalt psychology. He studied philosophy under Franz Brentano and Alexius Meinong. His name is Christian von Ehrenfels. In the picturesque countryside of Rodaun near Vienna, a brilliant mind was born on June 20, 1859. His name was Christian von Ehrenfels, an Austrian philosopher who would go on to become one of the founding figures of Gestalt psychology. Growing up in his father's castle in Brunn am Wald, Ehrenfels showed early signs of intellectual curiosity. He embarked on a journey of knowledge, first attending secondary school in Krems and then pursuing his studies at the prestigious University of Vienna. It was there that he delved into the realm of philosophy under the tutelage of renowned thinkers Franz Brentano and Alexius Meinong. Under the guidance of Meinong, Ehrenfels conducted groundbreaking research, culminating in his doctoral dissertation in 1885. Titled Größenrelationen und Zahlen. Ein psychologische Studie, Size Relations and Numbers, a psychological study, this work showcased his profound understanding of the human mind. His brilliance did not go unnoticed, as he earned his habilitation in 1888 with his influential work Über Fühlen und Wollen, on feeling and willing. Ehrenfels' intellect and captivating lectures drew the attention of notable individuals such as Max Brod, Franz Kafka, and Felix Welch. From 1896 until 1929, he served as a distinguished professor of philosophy at the German University of Prague, leaving an indelible impact on the minds of his students and the field of philosophy as a whole. Christian von Ehrenfels, a visionary philosopher, forever etched his name in the annals of intellectual history, shaping the world of Gestalt psychology and inspiring future generations to explore the depths of the human mind. Christian von Ehrenfels, known for his groundbreaking work on Gestalt psychology, was deeply influenced by the theories of Johann Wolfgang von Goethe and Ernst Mach. It was Max Wertheimer who credited Ehrenfels as the founder of the Gestalt psychology movement. Ehrenfels introduced the concept of Gestalt in his renowned work Über Gestaltqualitäten, which explored the idea that a whole is more than the sum of its parts. Ehrenfels, along with Edmund Husserl, drew inspiration from Mach's Beitrag zur Analyse der Empfindungen to develop their similar concepts of Gestalt and figural moment respectively. They recognized that perception is not solely based on individual elements, but on the holistic experience that arises from their arrangement. This insight led Ehrenfels to propose the idea of Gestaltqualitäten, which emphasized the perception of the whole compared to its individual parts. One of Ehrenfels' notable contributions was his analysis of melody and its transition to another key. He argued that while a melody consists of individual sounds, it is much more than the sum of these notes. These individual notes, when rearranged, can form completely different melodies, but the overall gestalt of the melody remains the same when transposed into another key. Ehrenfels' concept of Gestaltqualitäten challenged the reductionist view and highlighted the importance of perceiving the whole. Ehrenfels' ideas on Gestalt psychology also influenced Stefan Wittesek's investigations on complexion theory. The understanding of Gestaltqualitäten paved the way for further exploration of how complex patterns and arrangements contribute to our perception and understanding of the world. Christian von Ehrenfels, a philosopher known for his unconventional views, challenged the prevailing norms of monogamy and advocated for a utopian society based on polygyny. In numerous writings on culture, science, and sexuality, Ehrenfels argued against the cultural harm caused by monogamy and its detrimental effects on society. He believed that monogamy hindered the natural process of reproduction and selection, leading to a cultural and biological decline. Ehrenfels based his arguments on observations of various animal species, such as whales, walruses, elephants, and lions, where the strongest male typically had a harem of females. He saw this as evidence that nature had intended for humanity to embrace polygyny. According to Ehrenfels, monogamy was a foreign concept introduced to Europe through Christianity, and Europeans had suffered greatly from its unnatural imposition. Ehrenfels expressed his disgust towards monogamy, viewing it as a sexual arrangement that catered to the needs and capacities of women at the expense of men. He believed that women were naturally inclined towards monogamy, desiring only one good husband to care for them. In contrast, he argued that men were not naturally monogamous and that imposing monogamy on them caused psychological trauma and irrational behavior. The philosopher further claimed that the problems of society, including the feminist movement and the women's question, arose as a response to the unnatural state of monogamy. He believed that if men treated their wives better, these issues would resolve themselves. Moreover, Ehrenfels contended that monogamy was at the root of the social question. This system encouraged men to pass on their fortunes to their children, which he saw as natural but often contradicted the principles of social justice. The resulting inequality fueled resentment among the poor and led to the rise of socialist movements. Ehrenfels' ideas challenged societal conventions and provoked criticism during his time. However, his unique perspective offers us an opportunity to reflect on the norms and structures that shape our daily lives. By examining the philosophy of monogamy and polygamy, we can explore alternative approaches to relationships, gender dynamics, and societal inequalities. While his views may be controversial, Ehrenfels' ideas remind us to question established norms and seek new ways of understanding and organizing our lives. Christian von Ehrenfels, a philosopher known for his contributions to Gestalt psychology, also held strong beliefs about the yellow peril and the perceived threat Asian peoples pose to European civilization. Ehrenfels' fear of the yellow peril stemmed from his belief that Asians were genetically superior and more resilient than Europeans due to their acceptance of polygamy and their ability to work hard while consuming fewer resources. According to Ehrenfels, the practice of polygamy in East Asia allowed genetically superior Asian men to father numerous children with multiple women, while genetically superior European men were limited to one partner. This, he argued, gave Asians a genetic edge that would eventually lead to the destruction of European civilization. As a social Darwinist, Ehrenfels viewed history as an endless racial struggle, with the fittest races surviving. He saw whites and Asians as natural enemies, destined to be in conflict. Ehrenfels warned that the average strength and resistance to adverse conditions of the Chinese exceeded that of civilized Western peoples to an astonishing degree. He believed that if this progress continued, the beautiful Aryan race, that he compared to clear mountain streams and purest white milk, would be overwhelmed by the Asian torrents of mud. To counteract the rise of the tough, fecund Mongol race, Ehrenfels advocated for racist anti-Asian immigrant laws, such as the Chinese Exclusion Act in the United States, as a first step in preserving European civilization. Ehrenfels' views on the yellow peril were influenced by the propaganda spread by the German government, particularly Emperor Wilhelm II, who warned of the alleged Asian menace to the West. This fear was further reinforced by the popular Yellow Peril painting, depicting a race war between Europe and Asia. Ehrenfels' beliefs aligned with the white supremacist and male supremacist ideologies of the time, which justified the need for a racial war against the Yellow Peril to protect European civilization.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.